everyone's just homies with each other. Everyone just wants a vibe. There's like a bar in a lobby in the main part of the hotel, and everyone's always there after hours. Like everyone's just hanging out, dude.
I had that after Frosty's too. On my flight back, there were just people playing Guilty Gear, and I was like, oh, word, okay, we're running sets now.
Yo, Melty Blood in the bar as well on top of that. But now we got some Smash Bros here. Pollo with the Dr. Mario facing off against Cell. So
I love when the in-game tags match the actual tags. That always makes me so happy.
Yeah, right. It's like, wow, they're actually really doing this, you know? So Cell with the Dr. Mario, obviously, this is not the greatest matchup you could ever think of, right? And we're already seeing the repercussions of the what's going to happen, right? He's got a sword. He's going to keep him out. It's very difficult for him to be able to get in.
Yeah, this is one of those matchups where, and a lot of these are like this for Dr. Mario, but specifically for people in like the weights and floatiness class that Marth is. Dr. Mario gets crazy combos on this, and especially tall characters, you love being able to get those rising up airs to get those combos started as well. But so far, Cell, like you mentioned, right, the hard part is getting in. It's like playing a grappler in any other game, right?
Yeah.
You've got to get in first, but once you do, it'll be a good time. So we'll see if Pollo, that's my boy Chicken right there, can keep up the pressure.
Dude, I could go for a polio burrito, you know what I'm saying? Like, literally right now, this second. But he's playing as, like... So, when you talk about him being, like, a tall character, he's a human, right? Human characters in this game are kind of weird because they don't match some of the cast, depending on... Because they're so tall. But is Mario technically a human?
Yeah... I think he is defined as a human. He's just kind of shaped like my grandpa.
Yeah.
that's about all there is.
When you get older, you like shrink in size.
Yeah. Well, not that my grandpa was ever particularly tall, I'll be honest. I think I was taller than him when I was like 12.
Jeez, okay, gotcha. Did he also sound like Charles Martinet, or?
No. He was, I'm not going to talk about my grandpa right now.
He's right there, though. He's practicing a PhD.
And he's getting beat up, as he should.
Yes.
Cell, though, yeah, great counter right there. Good edge guarding, which is, again, not something that we see a lot in this game, but Marth is very good at it. Dr. Mario is very good at getting edge guarded, and that was basically how all three stocks ended up.
You literally kind of hit the nail on the head. Marth's so good at edge guarding because of his like back air, forward air. You know, same thing with Lucina, obviously. And then when you're facing off against Dr. Mario, who has like probably one of the worst recoveries in the game, it's just a recipe for a disaster.
Dr. Mario is like a lot of characters in this game where like theoretically the distance that he can cover is actually pretty good, but the difficulty is in the mix-ups. You take Cloud, for example, who has, the up B itself is not very good, but his double jump is very good, his air drift is very good. That's why you see people like Spargo be able to make really good recoveries with Cloud, because he's got variability to that recovery.
Which is very important.
Dr. Mario does not have that because he has poor air drift and not a great double jump, and all of his things are very telegraphed and easy to react to off stage.
I always feel like if you play a character with a linear recovery like Dr. Mario, it actually increases, like, you become a better player at recovering because you have to get more creative with your linear recovery. Because if you play someone like, I don't know, like, I'm trying to think of like Steve, for instance, you can just kind of get to stage for free off stage. So, like, having the linear recovery makes you force creativity.
Yeah, I mean, that's one of the reasons why Spargo has some of the best recoveries in Smash. He's been playing Cloud since forever, and that's definitely one of the difficulties you have to work around. But Cell,
oh my God,
trying to work around that Marth juggle, which is inescapable for many characters. Again, Doc specifically always going to have trouble getting out of that particular type of disadvantage, but has dealt a lot of damage, and with that PS2 ceiling as well, it's something that launches vertically could be the answer here, but getting those rolls red a couple times, 3 times with these tipper downers, loving it from Pollo.
Yeah, sweet spot downers coming out 3 times in a row, but Cell's going to be able to just clean up shop there with a down smash. Send away that first stock. We got another down air coming out from Pollo, which is honestly, whenever you play that down air, depending on the percentage, it bounces you up into the air just like that. You can get a really good confirm right afterwards. And we're not allowing you to land, dude. Dr. Mario with that double jump trying to land against Marth is like, you are not coming back down to home base.
Yeah. Again, you've got to have those mix-ups available to you. And I think part of it has been that we just haven't seen a whole lot of mix-up. I'd like to see some more grounded game, right? I feel like that's where Dr. Mario really thrives. He's got amazing normals on the ground. His aerials are good too, but generally his combo tools, not to really rule the neutral, and tried to go for the early recovery to avoid getting gimped off stage, but will not be able to make it back to the ledge. So Pollo, very solid 2-0 win. That's the chicken wings. That's the delicious W.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner out here as he's going to be able to roll up his controller and move on through that bracket. Again, when he runs off stage with Marth, right, like it is it's very easy to hit a lot of characters in the game with just like falling off stage forward air, falling off stage back air. And against the likes of Mario, Dr. Mario, when he like went out there just forces out at the early up B from Dr. Mario, that killed him too. Like either the hit or him doing a force early up B was the win con. So that was a checkmate situation.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, again, just Doc off stage, not where you want to be. I mean, I like, honestly, the fact that he stuck with PS2. Normally, I'm like, why are you just going back to PS2? It doesn't. And
that's the Smash way, dude.
And I don't know if that was the methodology that was coming into this, but
nah, he hit rematch.
But I feel like that's a pretty good stage for Dr. Mario in that matchup because you have so much stage to work with to not get knocked off stage from. You can avoid. It's kind of the same thing with like, oh, you'd think a big stage against Min Min, for example, would be bad because she can run away and arms, but it actually really sucks to be on Smashville against that character because she covers the whole stage and you get knocked off of it from anywhere.